Hey, what's up? It's Josh from Dialed In Hunter. Just got packed in, doing a late archery deer hunt here in Arizona. Just got my camp set up, and I wanted to go through this tent I've been running for the past year and show you guys. Super impressed with this tent, man. It's made by Nemo. It's called their Hornet 2-person tent. In general, I'll just touch on the 2-person thing first. In general, when backpacking companies say, 2-person, 3-person, whatever, in general, like a 2-person is going to be good for 1 person. You can absolutely put 2 people in here, but you guys are going to be right up against each other. No room for anything. I've done that with my wife, but luckily my wife is super small. So it wasn't too bad. But this is weight-wise, this thing's coming in with everything at 3 pounds. Now, when I say everything, I mean I got the footprint to protect the bottom of the tent. I highly suggest you guys doing that. If Arizona's got a lot of rocks and stuff, so I don't know, maybe where you're at you don't need, maybe it's mostly dirt, but here lots of rocks, so I was always worried about busting the bottom of tents. So that's what the footprint, the poles, the stakes, vegetable, and the tent's like 3 pounds even, which for me, that was a super upgrade. I was hauling around a 6-7 pound tent when I first started backpacking. And I mean, I did it obviously, but man, it was welcomed when I got this tent, and it all fits down right into my backpack. Like, no worries. I'm not strapping some huge tent onto the outside of my pack. But I mean, if you got to do what you got to do, whatever gets you out here. But I've been super impressed with this. So like durability, one of the things I noticed right off the bat was, obviously the older tent I was using, it was heavier, so the material was thicker, okay? Now, when you go to like an ultralight thing like this, right off the bat you feel the material and you're like, this is gonna rip right away. Like, no questions asked. That's what I thought with this. I've been super impressed with that. Like, there's not one rip in this whole tent in the past year I've used it, and I've put it, 60-mile-an-hour winds, torrential downpours, hail, thunderstorms, everything. Not one drop has gotten into this, and there's not one seam split or anything on this tent. So whatever they did with this, Nemo, kudos, because this thing is awesome. Like, I'm blown away by the durability. It's really awesome. So let's see here. It sets up super easy. The poles are all connected into one piece. Okay, there's 3 poles that come together, and they're all connected with elastic rope on the inside. So all you got to do, it's not like you got like 6 poles laying out in front of you. You just have one thing, and it's really convenient because you just hook everything into that center. It's like where 3 things come together. I forget what it's called. Forgive me. You hook everything up. They pop down into these little grooves that Nemo puts on the end of their straps here. 2 go here. 1 goes off the backside, and that's it. Poles are done. And then there's little hooks that you connect onto the poles throughout the tent. Tent's up. I usually like to do that first before I put stakes down. Unless it's super windy and you got to put the stakes down first. I just find when you get the poles up, this is with any tent, not just this tent. You get the poles up, I feel like that'll like stretch out the bottom of the tent, right? So you don't have like some weak spot once because you put the stakes in, but you didn't the poles weren't up yet and it didn't stretch out the bottom. So that's just my opinion. You guys can do whatever you want, but that's just what I found. Let me see here. So one of the cool things about this that really sold me was it's got 2 doors. Okay, a lot of the 2-person tents that I've seen, you know, you either have a front entry, okay, where you guys are crawling in from, you know, over here, and you know, you're sleeping together, or just yourself, you're crawling in and you're sleeping by yourself. Or there's only one door on the side, which for me is kind of, I don't know, I like having 2 doors just for the fact of I keep my backpack in here. My backpack and bow will go in the vestibule right here. If I need to grab anything out of my backpack, say like, I don't know, to get a drink of water, you know, or my headlamp or anything like that, it's super easy for me to just open the door and grab whatever I need, okay? And then if you do decide to put 2 people in here, that's another convenience, because then you guys aren't crawling all over each other. One can get on this side, another one can get on the other side, and you know, you guys are good to go. Let me see. So on the inside, there is right up. I'll open the tent up here. Pretty simple design on the inside. You got 2 pockets where you can like stash, you know, your car keys or whatever. There's a little tab up on the top up here where I usually hang a headlamp, or a little black diamond lamp, like lantern. Perfect for that when you're sitting in here at night, you want to read or something, or you're just hanging out. That's about it. I mean, I have paracord set up in here. Super little tip, sort of off topic. In general, a lot of tents on the inside, they'll have like a little tab up in the corners. And what I like to do is I like to take a piece of paracord and tie that to each end and let it go across the inside of the tent. And I use that to hang my laundry in. So there's not like, so socks can air out and stuff. It's like perfect for that, you know. Sometimes you'll sit up and you'll have a sock in your face, but whatever. It's better than stuff just being in a pile taking up the floor space. So, yeah, that's about it. I'm going to show you guys real quick I think they did something super cool with the stakes. It makes the bottom come up more. So here, let me show you guys this. So right here, I just have a rock like helping me out there. So right here, they have this dual rope system here, which so instead of it being, you know, just like the stake connects right here, and then you get this like super hard corner that usually comes in. Nemo put another one up here to widen out the bottom, so that you actually have more room on the inside of the tent, which is super cool for just like, you know, you want to stash like, let's see here. Sorry. You want to stash like clothes or anything like that. So this is the tent here. Here's where I was showing you guys earlier, or telling you about this. The one pole comes down in here and connects here. And then we'll come around this way. Your vestibule comes out here, stake in here. Pretty good vestibule space. See here. And then right here, this connects by a little clip right here. It's never come undone on me. So, and then one more thing is this, which I think is pretty cool. So they give you this little clipping system here, which you can attach to this little loop. Okay. And what that's going to do is it's just going to give you more shoulder space on the inside of the tent. Pretty cool. I use it most of the time. If you don't want to use it, it'll open up a little more room in the vestibule for you. But in general, I like to, you know, have a little extra room in the tent, so I usually do that. But yep, so that's about it. This is a super Super cool tent. Really pleased with this thing. So definitely check it out. I mean, if you're looking for like an ultralight backpacking tent, I mean, it's perfect for one person. Yeah, I mean, you can do two, like I said, but you're going to be cramped. So really recommend it. So go check them out. Nemo, I think it's Nemo Equipment, if I'm not mistaken. If I butchered that, I'm sorry. Just search Nemo tents and you'll find it. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you guys have any questions about anything, you know, hunting, backpacking, whatever, you drop a comment down below. You can get a hold of me on my site on dialedinhunter.com, and I'm on all of the social channels, Instagram, all that stuff. So shoot me a message, or, you know, if you have any questions or you just want to chat, whatever. All right, be safe out there.